Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Myself Vikas Man, and I'm your trainer for the Palo Alto Certified Network as Essential Training. So today I'm giving you a basic demo about Palo Alto, about why we are preferring Palo Alto. I will teach you regarding Palo Alto Certified Network Security Engineer course. In this, I will tell you about mainly about Palo Alto Firewall. I will tell you about Panorama, which is a management platform for managing Palo Alto Firewall. Now, I want to tell you about myself. I am a network and security engineer. I have nearby 11 year of experience in the network and security. In routing and switching, I have knowledge up to CCI level. So I am CCNA plus CCNP routing switching certified. In security, I have good knowledge about Cisco ASA firewall, Palo Alto firewall, Panorama, FortiGate, Checkpoint, Cisco ASA firewall, Cisco Firepower firewall. Plus, I am PCNSC certified in Palo Alto. So, if you join this course, you will get the training from the certified guy. So, I'm certified in Palo Alto. So, today I will teach you about why we prefer Palo Alto Firewall and why we are and what feature we are getting in Palo Alto. So you have heard a lot about next generation firewall. So why people are saying next generation firewall and why people called Cisco ASA as a legacy firewall. The main difference between the Cisco ASA and Palo Alto. Cisco ASA will work on L3 and L4, whereas Palo Alto will work from L1 to L7. So it is an, or we can say it as application aware firewall. So first of all, the introduction about Palo Alto. We will call Palo Alto as a next generation firewall or application aware firewall because it can we can block the application, we can decrypt the traffic, encrypted traffic. We have a decryption policy. We have a app ID feature. We have a URL filtering feature. We have a wildfire feature. I will tell you why what feature we get in the Palo Alto Firewall. The first one is application ID. In Cisco ASA firewall, we can't block a application because application is a feature of layer 7. Suppose I want to block facebook.com. I can't block Facebook from Cisco ASA firewall because if I if I want to block Facebook, I need to know all the IP which are used by the Facebook. Suppose 250 IP are used by Facebook. So I need information about all the port, all the IP address which are used by the Facebook. So for creating, suppose I came to know about all the IP. So if I will create a policy for the 250 IP, so it will create a load on the firewall. Plus the complexity of the policy will be very complex. So it will create lot of load on the firewall. And what is the other benefit of the application ID? Suppose I in the Facebook I want to block Facebook chat. I want to block Facebook video. I can block it by Palo Alto Firewall. We have a feature of content ID. This is the most important feature. So in content ID, I can filter the traffic which contain antivirus, anti-spyware, vulnerability protection, URL filtering, and wildfire. So these are all the feature of the content ID which we get in the Palo Alto Fire. So we need to create a security profile or we can create a security group which we can tie up with the security policy. and we will say Palo Alto will work on a single pass through. So if we will create a policy, we can apply all these feature which you are see here in a single policy. So the packet will match all the parameter when the traffic is passing from any zone to any zone firewall. Palo Alto is a zone based firewall. It will work based on the zone. So by default, within a zone, the traffic is allowed. It means within the same zone, if one host want to communicate with another host, it is allowed. But inter-zone traffic is denied by default. It means if any user want to go from one zone to another zone, it is denied until we will not configure a security policy to allow the traffic from one zone to another. So if any user want to go from inside to outside and he want to access Facebook, google.com, YouTube, anything, we need to create a policy for every traffic. The next one is URL filtering. For in the previous firewall such as ASA, we don't have a feature of URL filtering. URL filtering means if I want to block facebook.com, youtube.com in my organization, I don't want to allow user to access specific site. So I can filter the URL to which I don't want to allow the user to access certain URL. Next one is decryption. The decryption means if you are accessing any site by HTTPS. So by default, the traffic is encrypted. So the data is encrypted. So how will the firewall able to know it's a Facebook traffic, Google traffic? So we can set up a decryption policy. So by decryption policy, we can decrypt encrypted traffic, and after decrypting it, we can see whether we have a policy for the traffic or not. Because if the traffic is decrypted, it will not match any policy and it will be denied. The next one is Wildfire. Wildfire means for every application, for every software file, such as executable file, PDF file, any file you will download from the internet. So Palo Alto have signature for every file. And if you download if any user will download file for first time, and Palo Alto Firewall will not have a signature. So Palo Alto will send the file to the Wildfire cloud. There it will create a machine on which it will install and download file. Then it will sense the behavior based on the installation, and it will create a signature. And based on the signature, it will judge whether it contain any virus or not. And once it will create signature, we have dynamic update. So it will update all the firewall globally. So all the firewall on the globe will have the signature. Then we have the user ID feature. What is the meaning of user ID? User ID in ASA firewall, we can't check which user have access facebook.com. Means if myself and I'm accessing facebook.com, I will not get information of username. So in Palo Alto Firewall, we have a feature of user ID. So within the monitor logs, we can check which user have access, which application or which destination. We can see the username within the logs. The next one is Global Protect. If you have worked on ASA, we have a VPN, remote access VPN, which is Cisco AnyConnect. But in Palo Alto, we have a Global Protect. It is a remote access VPN. Then we can also configure a site-to-site VPN in the Palo Alto Firewall. The monitoring and reporting feature is very good in Palo Alto. By a single view, you can see logs in a better manner. You came to know why the traffic is denied, how you can allow the traffic, how you can deny the traffic. You can see multiple logs. You can create a report. means if you want to create report for certain source or destination, you can create a report for it from the Palo Alto Firewall. We have a high availability feature. High availability means we have a redundancy. We can use two firewall and we can configure them in active passive mode. Means traffic will pass from one firewall. If the active firewall will be down, then the passive one will be active, and then the traffic will be passed from the passive firewall. And other high availability we have is active. It means traffic will pass from both the firewall. So it will provide load balancing as well as redundancy. Suppose one firewall will go down, we have the one firewall from which all the traffic will be passed. The last important feature is Panorama. Why we are using Panorama? The main use of Panorama is, suppose in my organization I have nearby 200 office, and in 200 office I am using 400 firewall. So it will be difficult to manage 400 firewall by logging individually on all the firewall. So it is a management platform by which I can manage all the 400 firewall from a single GUI portal. I can see the log of every firewall. I can configure all the firewall by using device group by template. It's cover nearby 30% of the part of the PCNSC exam. So Panorama is used by organization which are using nearby above 50 firewall, Palo Alto firewall globally. So these are all the feature about Palo Alto firewall. That's why we are preferring. So everyone is preferring Palo Alto as compared to ASA firewall, but we are not getting any feature apart from VPN and high availability in ASA firewall. All other feature we will not get in Cisco ASA firewall. So every topic is big topic, so it takes nearby 1 or 2 days to cover every topic. Now I will tell you what this course will include. So if you will do the training, and after completing this training, what you will get. So this course will uh, basically focus on the theoretical as well as practical approach of deploying the Palo Alto Firewall. I will tell you, after completing the course, you will came to know what feature you are getting in this Palo Alto Firewall. I will give you the introduction about all the feature. I will tell you what are the benefit of the feature. Then I will tell you practically. You are able to know how you can design and install Palo Alto Firewall. So what are the implementation method of Palo Alto Firewall? I will tell you how you can configure, how you can maintain the connectivity, and how you can troubleshoot the connectivity issue on the Palo Alto Firewall. Why people are preferring Palo Alto Firewall? Nearby 7 year ago or 8 year ago, people were using Cisco ASA firewall. So for using URL filtering, they need to purchase a separate device such as WebSense, or there is a Zscaler device which is used for content ID, which is used for the data filtering as well as URL filtering. But you are getting the IPS feature also. There is, you need to deploy the separate device IPS, so you need to buy a separate device for IPS, you need a separate device for URL filtering, for data filtering. So your network will be complicated. So suppose you need to purchase 10 device for separate feature. And if you are getting all the feature in a single device, so your cost your cost will be saved. For the hardware, you need to buy license, your license cost will be saved. So it will be beneficial if you, and your management will be less, and you need to hire less employee for the management of the firewall, for the management of multiple device, you need to hire one or two people. It will decrease the cost of the company. So that's why people are going from ASA firewall to Palo Alto firewall. And the main benefit of Palo Alto firewall is the monitoring part. You can troubleshoot any issue very quickly. And after attending the training, you will be able to identify the deploy, and you can configure the Palo Alto firewall in your network. You can configure all the features such as URL filtering, content ID feature, app ID feature, how you can configure policy netting, site to site VPN, global protect. You can troubleshoot the issue during the installation of the Palo Alto firewall. So once you have done this course, you can do the certification. So this course belong to the PCNSC exam. So I'm I have certified this exam. I'm PCNSC certified. So I'm telling about exam. So the costing of the exam is $160 plus the local tax. So it will be around $188, and you can book exam from the Pearson View site from here. So the validity of this course, so once you will be certified, it is valid for 2 years. So this exam belong multiple choice scenario with the graphic, means you will get question scenario based, in which you need to configure some feature on the firewall. Then there will be matching question, means there were multiple match and you need to make match between this one. In this you will get exam consists of nearby 75 question, and timing of the PCNSC certification exam is 80 minutes. This certificate you will get from MindMajix once you will complete the course successfully. These are some of the important topic of the Palo Alto firewall which you need to know. Zone-based firewall, it is a zone-based app ID, content ID, URL filtering, decryption policy, user ID, global protect, site-to-site VPN, high availability, panorama, monitoring, reporting. So these are the main key feature of this one. As I have told you, first I will teach you theory part, then we will go on the practical. So this is the project one on which we will work. So I will teach you. Once the theory is covered, then we will work on it. So I will tell you the basic firewall configuration, how we can configure a zone, what are the different type of interface, and how, such as layer 3, layer 2, vwire, how we can configure it. I will tell you how we can configure routing, how we can forward traffic from one zone to another by creating a policy, by netting, upgrading software OS on the firewall. Once this part will be covered, then we will go on the URL filtering. I will tell you practically how we can filter certain URL. I will tell you content ID feature, user ID monitoring and reporting. The last one is I will tell you how we can configure high availability, means how we can configure active passive and active high availability. We will also learn site-to-site VPN configuration, global protect. In Panorama, I will tell you how we can add Palo Alto Firewall to Panorama and how we can manage the configuration of the firewall by using Panorama, using template and device. So regarding the requirement, what what is required for this course? So you need to have knowledge about routing, switching and IP addressing. You need to have a basic, you need to be familiar, you need to have CCNA knowledge for this one, and you need to know about basic of the network security, means what is firewall, how firewall work, what how you create policy, what is netting. So you need to know the basic part. If you have the knowledge about IPS proxy, IPS means, if you have IPS will provide feature like antivirus, anti-spyware, vulnerability protection, Wildfire. So if you know these features, the basic one, it will be good for you. It will be like a piece of cherry on the cake. So it will be good for you. Then the proxy is for URL filtering and data filtering, content filtering. Means if you know how URL will be filtered, if you have worked on any proxy before, or if if you know how you filter any file, so it will be good for you. Content filtering means if you want to filter any data, if you know it, it will be good for you. The only requirement is you need a laptop to join this course virtually from your location by using. So we will schedule meeting mainly on the GoToMeeting. So if you want to check the course content which I will teach you for PCNSC course, you can go on this link. There you will find all the data regarding Palo Alto PCNSC. So these are few of the concept, few of the question. So why Palo Alto is being called next generation firewall? I have told you why multiple organizations are preferring Palo Alto over Cisco ASA. What is app ID feature? What is content ID feature? What is the traffic flow in Palo Alto firewall? Explain site to site global protect VPN. Once you will do this course, you will be able to answer all these questions. There are multiple questions, more questions. If you have any doubt, if you like this course and if you to discuss with the management regarding the course, if you have any doubt, you can send email and you can call them. And in the last, the PCNSE, the Palo Alto is the most important firewall. If you learn Palo Alto, there is a lot of demand in the Palo Alto, and nearby 70 above 70% of the organization are currently moving to Palo Alto firewall. So 70% market is covered by Palo Alto, and nearby 30% market is covered by Cisco SA, Cisco Firepower, FortiGate firewall, Checkpoint firewall. So it is most important certification PCNSC, and having knowledge about about Palo Alto firewall is good for your professional and for your career also. If you like this course, please provide your feedback regarding this. Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks for your time.